What up everyone, so basically what we're going to talk about today is the issue that's surrounding Manchester and the population of homeless and how it's increasing recently. Today I'm here with Ray,
and I'm Jordan.
And John over here. So we're just going to ask them a few questions as to how they feel the Manchester community treats them, and basically we're just going to get some idea of what's it like being homeless actually. So yeah, so what would you say, how did you get into this situation?
I lost my marriage.
Lost the marriage?
Yeah, I lost the marriage down to losing a son.
I was same sort of situation. I was in a 12-year-long relationship, and I split up with my partner. She went home to live with her mother, took my 10-year-old son with her. I was like in a 2-bedroom house, became rent arrears, you know what I mean? I became homeless, so that's how I got it.
So basically it was a struggle at the start, but it was never like this. I'm hearing you had a better life, a more sweeter life, you know, easier life basically. Yeah. So what's it like on a normal day-to-day like lifestyle, as you would say, being homeless?
Really hard. Really hard.
Well, one of the easy places to sleep is one of the NCP car parks. Now, some of the NCP workers are okay, some of them aren't. I mean, this morning, 4:30 in the morning, being screamed at, threatened to phone the police, you know what I mean? We're asleep, what are we doing? We're not harming anyone.
So you actually, there's people trying to basically send you away from where you call home, like sleep on I'm sure you have your little spot that you sleep every overnight or every night, and there's people out here actually seeing that as wrong and trying to move you away from your little sleeping place. Is that what it is?
You wouldn't believe the lengths they'll go to, not only the council and the businesses. Well, recently, Santander used to have a really nice big deep doorway.
Yes, I actually remember that. Yeah,
now if you notice now, there's no doorway at all. It's glassed off, and the reason they did that, and they'll admit it themselves, was to stop homeless people sleeping on the doorstep.
That's an understanding. So I watched a program a few weeks ago when there was a homeless guy speaking and saying, you know, there's basically a difference between someone being homeless and someone just being on the street, you know, just basically asking for money. So do you know what I mean? Yeah. So could you tell like the people how you can separate the two, you know?
Can't really.
Yeah, it's impossible to tell. The only way that you know, it's one of them. They're out here as much as we are, you know what I mean? Barwin, obviously the two homeless people do know, you know what I mean? There's certain places for homeless people, like places like Woodward Court and that. Now I know a few people that are in Woodward Court. Now a lot of people would class that as really low class accommodation, but it is accommodation, you know what I mean? Yeah, but they're coming out here and they're begging. I mean, I'd love to live in Woodward Court. I'd absolutely love it, but that's chock-a-block full. Housing list. You know when you go to put your name down on the housing list, one of the things that they make you very aware of, and they do it in such a way that it's to put you off. One of the things they make you very aware of is how long the waiting list is.
Quite long, is it?
10 years.
10 years? Wow.
10 years long.
Is it because obviously like you don't work or there's no income coming, so they rather give it to someone else that has income? Or
for myself, it's I'm single male.
Yes.
It's bottom of the list.
That's the list. So if you were to have like kids or a partner, you'd be a bit pushed up in the ranking
anyone with kids, anyone with any sort of disability, anything like that, they're well above me. So I'm on a 10-year-long waiting list.
You know, a strange thing as well. When you normally see like someone on the street, like homeless, they're always like happy, you know, jolly, exciting, almost like excited about life. And obviously you would think like, when you see like here people walking, they just come from work or college or uni or whatever, and they always got their head down, you know, just running through. But when you see someone on the street actually happy, they approaching people, you know, saying hi or whatever.
It's the case of you've got to get on with it, you know, and if you don't keep your head up, you literally will cry. I mean, I'll be deadly honest. The other day, dead normal, asking people for money, and someone, they didn't treat me nicely, they didn't treat me, you know, they just treated me as an average, you know, on a level, you know, as an equal. And because of the way that they were and the way that they treated me as an equal, you know what I mean, I'll be honest, I ended up breaking down in tears.
Imagine, you know, because it is rude. You literally see day in, day out, people walk past you like it's normal, you know, they almost don't acknowledge you're there. It's like you're almost invisible, do you know what I mean?
That's one of the worst things, to be fair. One of the worst things is being blanked. I'd rather someone scream in my face, you know, get a job, whatever, than literally blanking you know, when you... Yeah, you know, I mean, and the fact is, you don't have to say no, you know what I mean? You can communicate with a look, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? And I always thank the people that do acknowledge me, whether they can help or not, because a lot of people don't, and it can be a bit heart-wrenching, to be fair.
I feel like you're falling asleep, so I got a few questions for you. Do you want another drink or are you okay? No worries at all. Yeah. So basically, because you're here like pretty much all the time, I'm assuming, is there like, could you like different now, like homeless people that are local and homeless people that come from a different area and come to like town or Piccadilly, could you tell?
It's hard, yeah, you can tell the difference. You can tell different accents and all, so on and so on. You can tell different people, you can in a way sometimes,
I mean, one of the things is, I mean, one of the things with the real homeless people is, I mean, you can actually tell by the way that they dress, the way that, you know what I mean? It's very hard to get this dirt ingrained into, you know what I mean? It's literally ingrained in, you know what I mean? Because I do sleep half the time, I'm sleeping on concrete. You know what I mean? One of the, believe it or not, the homeless steal from the homeless.
Is that so? I've not heard that before. Why is that?
One of the,
because
it's like more survival, you'd say.
Yeah, it's where it is. That's where it is.
Well, one of the things at the moment is I haven't got a sleeping bag because it was stolen.
From another person? Like another person stole it? Another homeless?
It was definitely another homeless person that's taken it.
So what would you say then, like Manchester as a city, do they have any programs for homeless or supportive, or is there anywhere you could go to for food or for...
Yeah, there is. You got Barnabas and all that, you got Barnabas and stuff.
Yeah. There's several different charities, Barnabas, Cornerstone, places like that. But again, they've got their same problem of there's just so many homeless people. They're overwhelmed, you know what I mean? And funding is here and there. Councils give funding, take funding, you know, they never know themselves what they're going to have. So it's hit and miss.
So the most difficult part that everyone wants to know, that the question on everyone's mind, is you know, like Christmas time or like the winter time. That's obviously summertime. It's not that bad to sleep outside, you know. People could last. But winter time.
Me and Ray were both here Christmas Day and New Year's. Truthfully, it was depressing. It was lonely. Yeah, I mean, we work together. Well, I say work together. I mean, literally, the people that say get a job. If only, you know what? If I would swap anyone a day. Don't care what they do.
100%. That's true.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing else to be said, really. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, Christmas Day, it was hard. It was lonely. It's depressing. I used to drink badly.
Yes.
I haven't drank now for 12 months.
Speaking about drinking, a lot of people assume, you know, obviously being homeless, that's the easiest method. Like, it's like an easy way of like forgetting things or like letting loose. So they just drink. Is that like, what's the purpose of all this, like the drinking and all that stuff?
Truth of the matter is, most people out here have got a vice, whether it's drinking, whether it's Class A drugs, or whatever. And the fact is, because of the fact that we're out here, it's hard. The weather doesn't help. The loneliness doesn't help.
It's just to get through the day, basically, James.
Drugs help.
Man, you know.
Drinking drugs help, and I implore anyone to come out here, try and spend, and not do something. No. Whether it's a drink or a split, you know what I mean?
The truth, obviously, you hear it here, guys. It's literally hard being a homeless. It's not as easy as it looks. A lot of people just shout out, like they said over here, get a job or get a house or do something with your life. And like they said over here, if they could just get a one opportunity, one chance, they would legit take it. And it is literally hard. So next time when you see someone out on the street, don't look down at them. Don't think they're less of a person than you are. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We struggle. We all have our differences, you know. It's true. So obviously, we all need a help, and we need a helping hand. So if you were to see, especially in Manchester, I know a lot of people out here, if you ever see one of the homeless people, just, you know, give them something, or even a hi. Do you know what I mean? It don't have to be money or...
As I say, even if you can't help, you know what I mean? The communication thing, the being blanked thing is a big thing. Yeah, it really is. It's, you know.
If you could just spare like 5 minutes of your day, you know, just sit with them, get to know them, talk to them, understand what they're trying to tell you, you know what I mean? Rather than just walking and acting like they're completely invisible and blind. And literally, that would be much appreciated. So is there anything you want to say, guys, to end it with?
I'd say to the people that do help and the people that I just want to thank them. Thank the people of Manchester for everything they do. Thank you
very much, guys, and thanks for watching. See you guys later.